Hello everyone, welcome back to Cheat Codes, and today is part 14 of our 2D Roguelike series, and today we're going to be finishing our character select. So we'll be doing our abilities, and then we're going to do our passives, sorry. So let's just hop straight into it. I don't have anything to say, this might be a longer video, so let's just try and get it done. So in our abilities script, we're going to need two things. We're going to need a public Unity event, and this one's going to be an array. And this is abilities. And then we'll also need a public list of bools. Oh, sorry. Let's just call it active abilities. Cool. And then on start, what we're going to do is, active abilities dot equals new list bool. And the count will be abilities dot length. So it's going to make a list of booleans as long as our abilities length. Of course, this is so that we have a bool for every ability, because we're going to have to activate and deactivate abilities. So let's just get into how this is going to work. We'll have to do these in order. In future, we might change this. We can do it in a way where things don't have to be in order. I know it's a little annoying working around numbers when they have to be in order. We could probably pretty easily change it, but I just want to get this done for now, and we might change it in the future and make it more efficient to code and easier to understand. So let's just make sure these are in order. We have the gunner, healer, and tank's ability. Let's head back into Unity and double check. Yep, we can see them right there. There are our cards. We have gunner, healer, tank. So again, we're just making sure they're in order. So what we're going to do is in here, we're going to say if active abilities 0, that just checks if it's true. Then else, we can't say else if, but let's just keep it as elf. Else. And let's just take this and copy paste it into all of these and change them correspondingly. So one is 1, this one's 2. So 1, 2, 3, that are our abilities. Heal will have this. Actually, heal doesn't need one, but let's just leave the bulls as they are. Yeah, the second bull isn't going to be used, but let's just still keep it. So we have ability 1, this is 2, and then that's 3. So in armor up, we have to say what it's going to do. It's going to go player stat. Oh no, player stats dot armor stat equals plus equals how much do we want the tank's ability to tank him up? Let's say 0.25. So he gets 25% armor reduction, damage reduction. And then what we're going to do is if it's false, then we negative it. Oh, this should be false. These should be false. Sorry. So if false, if false. Yes. So if this ability is not active, it's going to increase armor, and if it is active, it's going to remove armor. I hope you can see what we're doing here. We'll get into it in a sec. And then rapid fire, same thing. Player stat dot fire rate plus equals how much do we want the gunner to increase the fire rate? What would be a fun amount? It's meant to be fun. Let's say 0.5. Let's make him increase the fire rate dramatically. It's a little OP. 0.25, I guess. And then again, same thing. I'm going to copy it, paste it into here, make that negative. Yeah, easy. And then we're going to need one more thing, and that will be a reference to our, we can put it up here. We'll need a reference to our handler, well, holder, public character holder, character holder. Character holder, cool. It needs to be lowercase because we'll need to see the cooldown of these abilities. And on our character info, so our scriptable object, we're going to assign a cooldown. Let's just put it below. So public int. We can make it a float probably if you want to make more specific cooldowns like 9.5 seconds instead of 10. Public float ability cooldown. Cool. And on our abilities, so now we're going to go. So we have the reference character cooldown, and then we're going to need a enumerator. Enumerator. Activate ability. Cool. And what we're going to do is we're going to activate an ability, and it's going to activate it, and then after a few seconds, which will be the cooldown, so you'll return new wait for seconds. How long are we going to say is the player handler? The character handler holder. Sorry, character holder dot select character dot ability cooldown. So if the cooldown is 10 seconds, can wait 10 seconds. Cool. We'll also need another public void activate coroutine, and that'll just be start coroutine activate ability. Cool. So this is what we're going to be referencing. Very nice. Sick. Very simple. And in here, okay, so we have the abilities, the active ability. Okay, cool. Okay, so we'll need one more thing, and that is a public int selected ability. This is a little bit messy. I'm very sorry. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done anything like this. Again, we will probably improve on this in future, like come back and change it. But if you guys figure it out on your own, that's good too. But yeah, we can also change these zeros to select that ability because of course it has the right numbers. Select that ability. And then in here, we're going to go. So which ability are we activating? We are activating the abilities array and then select that ability. Dot invoke, sorry. Cool. So we're going to invoke it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to invoke it again. So that is that. That's that done. So we're activating the coroutine, which activates this, which calls the ability. So let's say it's rapid fire, okay, and then it's going to go, oh, if rapid fire is not active, so if the bullet list returns false, then it's going to say playstats.fire rate plus equals the fire rate. Very cool. And then it's going to, after the cooldown, so, well, this should be duration, sorry. Character info ability duration, which reminds me we'll need a cooldown as well. Let's just change it to duration for now. We'll duration. Then after the duration, so let's say it's 10 seconds, it's going to call the ability again, so rapid fire again, but this time the list is going to be true, so then it's going to remove that buff. So if you guys understand. Now let's see how we're going to do this in Unity. Actually do it. So we have heal already. Let's just double check heal is set properly. So it has the heal. Cool, cool. We need a list of abilities, which we'll do this every time. So 3, cool, plus, plus, plus. And then we just drag in our ability script into all of these, which is just its ability script, and then click into abilities. First one we have rapid fire, then we have heal, and then we have armor up. Very cool. And then what we're going to do is the selected ability. So this is heal, so it's ability 1, which is actually 2. We can change this, so it's all you have to do is you just put a -1 on the selected ability, and then it will select it properly. But yeah, we'll show it like this. So that is selecting ability 1, which is actually 2. So it's selecting heal. And yeah, so the active abilities, that should just work. Let's hit apply all here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to control D that a few times. Take both of these and right click them and then prefab and unpack. So this just makes it so they're not prefabs anymore. Move that one above that one just so we can see. So this one's called rapid fire. And this one's called armor up. Cool. So in rapid fire, we're going to go and we see rapid fire is the last one, which is 2. So selected ability 2. Cool. And then the same thing is on armor up. This one's ability is, sorry, no, armor up's ability is 2, which is the last one. Rapid fire's ability is 0 because it's the first one. Cool. Very cool. Ignore these scripts. I know they it's just it takes the actual object's name. So yeah, so these are all good now. You can take them in, drag them in. Cool. Oh no, sorry, armor up meant to go in there. So is it done? So you have rapid fire. Cool. It selects this first one, which is rapid fire ability. Heal selects heal, and armor up selects armor up. Let's just make this simpler to read. And we're going to go selected ability -1, and selected ability -1, and selected ability -1, and then selected ability -1. Cool. We could also, that was very dumb of me. Let me just change that quickly. Cool. 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 And then just here at the start, selected ability -1. Cool. So it'll properly set that up. Oh, sorry if this is super messy. Again, been a while since I've done stuff like this, and I'm just trying to get this done. I have a personal project I have to work on, and I don't really have the time for like doing this that much anymore. So yeah, we can set all these now just so they're easier to read. So we're selecting ability 1, 2, and 3. Hit them all and then click apply all. Cool, and then we delete them. Very sick. So now on our actual characters, we need them. So ability instead of heal is going to be rapid fire. Cool. I don't know if this is going to work first time. Hopefully it does, but you know, that never happens. But yeah. So there's armor up. Oh, and then we need a duration for the ability. So let's say the tank's ability is 10 seconds. Let's say the gunner's ability, since it's very OP, let's make it 5 seconds. The healer is 0, but the healer doesn't have an actual duration. Now let's head into our character select scene. Bop. Let's hit maximize and play. Please just work. Okay, we're shooting. I'm going to hit E. We're not shooting any faster. I can guarantee there's a bunch of errors. Let's play focused. I'm hitting E and nothing is happening. That's better than it just breaking. Oh, right, we need to change. Oh, man, I'm so dumb. What am I... okay, so we can drag all these in. We need to change this. So armor up, instead of using the heal, it is using activate curtain. So in all of these, just this top part, change it to abilities, activate curtain. Cool, cool, cool. Activate curtain. Okay, cool. Hit apply all, and then delete all. So now we'll see if there's an error or not. Can I play? No errors so far. I'm gonna hit E. Okay. Argument exception is out of range. Parameter index. Okay, go 1 second, and I'm gonna figure this out. Actually, wait. One thing we can test first is let's just see. Okay, let's pause. Let's see on our player. On his ability, rapid fire. Let's see here. The The list isn't being made properly. Okay, give me 1 sec and I'm gonna figure this out. I've decided instead of this, we can just do it manually, which we're just gonna do because I realize there's no point in having it doing it automatically. Yeah. So we click on it, we could just select them all, and then this active abilities, we could set that to 3. Cool. There are our bulls done. So let's hit play this time, escape. Now let's see if the abilities properly have. Okay, cool. I'm gonna hit resume, I'm gonna hit E. Okay, object reference not set. So line 31. That's very interesting. It didn't manage to find. Oh, sorry. I get component and children. I meant to say get component and parent. There we go. Sorry about that. Very silly mistake on my part. So yeah, get component and parent. I was gonna say that's weird that it didn't give me an error on it trying to find the component. So let's hit play this time. Okay. Another error. Line 64. Cool. Line 64. That is our yield return you wait for seconds. Character holder, select character, ability duration. That's interesting too. Okay, 1 second to figure this out. Again, another very simple mistake. Character holder equals game object. Dot find object of type character holder. No, that's the handler. Character holder. Dot get component character holder. Sorry about that. Very dumb mistake from me. As always. That's why these videos are so lengthy. It's because I just make mistakes. Let's hit play. Please work this time. Come on, for the people. Can't tell if I'm shooting faster. I'm gonna assume that's wait. Okay. Pew 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 pew. I think that's faster. Let's see, it should run out any second. Huh, I can't tell if it's faster. Oh wait, I'm dumb. I can just check on our player. Okay, so we have the player, and where is his fire rate? So his fire rate 0.5. I press E. Yeah, 0.25. Cool. Now, I think I just temporarily set the yield return waits for seconds to. Oh, that's interesting. It's just going up infinitely. Okay, wait. Let me just replay. We have one more error. That is at our actual. Let's go on our player. So player, rapid fire. Okay. Let me hit E. Oh, right. We didn't actually set the set these up properly. Okay, so. No, the yield return you did work. Sorry. I didn't need to change it to set duration, so it does work. So let's just change this properly. So we get the active abilities like so, equals true, and then equals false. And equals true, and then equals false. Beautiful. Let's buff the attack speed to. I want it higher. I want it to give a lot of attack speed. I know it's OP. We can give him a long cooldown. I just want a very high cooldown. Alright, so we're shooting. I'm gonna hit E, and we're shooting very fast. Okay, cool. And now let's see if we're gonna shoot slower after a little bit. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we're back to shooting slowly. Very, very cool. Nice. Now let's test the tank, see if his works. It's not really easy to see if his works, is it? But let's pause and then let's select our player. Let's see on the stats. Where's his armor? There's his armor stat 0.1. So let's take damage. I'm gonna hit E. 0.35. The armor works, but the enemies are unbalanced. We'll change the enemies in future. But cool, armor works. It all works. Let's test if the healer still works. Last of all, it should just work. Come on. Yeah, it just works. Cool, healer still works. So there we go, that's abilities done. Now let's see what this error is when we die. Huh, no error. Let's see, is it the... Oh, I think it's while the ability is running. Okay, wait, so let's hit E. I'm shooting and I die. No, there's no error. Is it maybe while I'm dead if I press E? Let's die quickly, let me hit E. No. Okay, I don't know what that error was all ago. But there we go, that is abilities done. Now I just need the cooldown for the abilities. So... How do we want to do this? So let's make a bool. It'll be private. Private bool can use ability equals true by default. And we'll need another coroutine. So enumerator ability cooldown. So we're gonna say can use ability equals false. Sick. And then you'll return new wait for seconds, new wait for seconds, and then same thing in our character info. We'll need a ability. Oh, sorry. Need a public float ability cooldown. Sick. We hit on our abilities. Take this little bit right here, like so. Paste ability cooldown, and then can use ability equals true. True. Cool. So all it's doing is it sets the can use ability to false. And then what it's going to do is after a few seconds, blah. And then we're going to take this little thing right here, activate coroutine. We're going to put an if statement, can use ability. Cool. Take that, copy it, paste it into there, and then also start coroutine after activate ability. Make sure you do it afterwards. Activate no ability. Oh, wow, ability cooldown. There we go. Amazing. Now let's test if this works. We head back into Unity. We hit, oh wait, we need to set the actual cooldowns. So the gun is, how long did we say we're going to make the cooldown? I don't know. Let's make it 15 seconds. Pretty long, but his ability is OP, so if there's a boss fight or anything. Healer's ability is OP, really OP. We'll make it 20 seconds. Tank's ability, let's make it 10 seconds too. Healer's 20, Gunner's, okay. Tanks can be pretty low because it's not that OP. Actually, wait, the duration's 10 seconds. Let's make his duration 5 seconds, and let's really bump up that armor. So let's just say he gets 50% damage reduction. Who cares, dude? I know it's OP, but who cares? Cool. Okay, let's hit play. We're playing the gunner. Pause. Let me select them real quick. So we have the gunner right here. So yeah, we're keeping an eye on the fire rate. Where's the fire rate? There it is. So it's on 0. We're going to hit E. We're going to shoot. Okay, it's 0.5. Cool. I'm going to hit E again. Nothing's happening. Okay, cool. We've run out of the fire rate. Let's just wait a while. We set his cooldown pretty long, 15 seconds. Let's just wait. Let's just wait. Let's just keep shooting. Kill everything. Let's hit E again. And it works. 0.5 again. And if I spam it, nothing happens. So we have cooldowns done. And abilities durations are done. Everything's done. Let's hit the menu. Let's hit the tank. Bang, bang, bang. You know, fun stuff. I hit E. Enemies are OP, so it doesn't really matter. I hit the healer. I pew pew, you know, pew pew go hard. I take damage. I heal. And now, I hope you can hear me spamming E. Yeah, so I'm working. So cool, we have our abilities done. Sick. Now we just need to get it. Now we just need to get the passives done. These are pretty easy. So in the passives, Same thing. This will have a same right here. We'll need a public unity event array. So public unity event array, and this will be passives. Cool. And then we'll need a public int selected passive. Cool. Yeah, in future we will change all this so it's super easy to understand, super easy to read, and just works really well. But for now, I know it's pretty rough. I'm sorry. We'll change it in future. Don't worry. I just want to get most of the game beefly done, and then I'll touch up and make things very organized and clean, and just work very well. As in the future, everything will just be set from one in. It's very easy to understand. But yeah, so now we need the actual passives. So let's just... What was that? I forgot the name of all the passives. Error on... If you ever want to load back into Unity really fast, just make sure there's an error. It literally instantly loads. So the gun is passive is called Fire Up. Healers is called Regen. Tanks is called Defensive. Okay, so Fire Up. Cool. Oopsie. Fire Up. And then public void. Sorry, I'm zoning out. Public void. Regen. Cool. And then public void. Defensive. That's what it was called. Defensive. Cool. Okay. Oh, now let's select these. So on start, what we're gonna do is we're gonna say passives. Selected passives. Dot invoke. Oh, so cool. And then again, the same thing. Select passive -1. Minus equal 1. Cool. Oh, and then we'll need a reference to the player. Private. Player controller. No, we're using player stats. Private player stats. Cool stuff. And then no. Player stats. Player stats equals game object. No. Equals get component and parent. I'm sorry, I'm making so many mistakes. Get component and parent. Player stats. Cool. So yeah, fire up. What are we doing? Player stats dot fire rate plus equals how much do we want the fire rate buffed? 15%? I think that's fine. 15% extra fire rate. Cool. Player stats dot regen. We don't have health regen. Oh, we don't have health regen. We didn't finish. I knew I was missing something for that tutorial the other day. I was like, what am I missing? There's something. It's regen. Public float health regen. Oh, I'm so sorry. We'll quickly do it in a second. Public float. Okay, so health regen. Health regen. Plus equals. Ooh, we don't know how the health regen is gonna work yet. But 1. Cool. There we go. Amazing. Players that stats.armor stat plus equals 15%. Cool. Let's buff the fire rate a little bit more, shall we? So the tanks, these are very basic passives, but there they are. Cool. Those are the passives done. Let's quickly implement health regen. Okay, so we did this. We did public float health regen. That's all we have in playstats. And now in controller, in the update, what we're gonna do is health. No, sorry. If health is less than or equal to max health, then health plus equals player stats dot health regen times time dot delta time. I don't know if this is way too much health regen. I have no idea. It probably is. But that's done. That's health regen. We have health regen in the game. Woo! Now let's make these passive, shall we? So what we're gonna have is we need an object. Let's first head into scene level 1. We have an object. What's this passive called again? So it's the fire up. Cool. Reset its position. Amazing. And we're gonna track the passives on there. Cool. Plus, 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 plus. No, sorry. There we go. And then we drag passives into these. Cool. And then no function, passives. Fire up is the first one, so fire up. Regen and defensive. Cool. And then select passive as 1. We're selecting fire up. Coolsies. And then control D, control D. This one is heal. No, that's not it. It's regen. And this one is defensive. That's the passive. So regen, we're selecting ability passive 2, which is regen, and defensive, we're selecting 3. Is that in the right order? Yes, fire up, regen, defensive. Cool. Health regen is probably unbalanced. We'll get into that in a second. Let's rename this to character abilities, and let's make another folder. Character passives. That is typo. Cool. And let's take all these and drag them in. Amazing. They're done. Delete. And now we just put them on a character. So we have the gunner. He gets defensive. Healer. Did I just put defensive on the gunner? Healer gets regen. Gunner gets wrap. Fire up. Sorry, not defensive. Tank gets defensive. Cool. Obviously mix and match to whatever you want. Your game. Now let's see how OP this health regen is, because I already know it's going to be unbalanced. Let's head into character select. Let's hit play. I'm going to select the healer. Okay, pew pew pew. Let's see first if it worked. So we have the player. Let's see. Where's this health regen? Okay. Okay. There it is, health regen. 0.1. Okay, it worked. It worked. The passives work, but health regen is OP. Actually, it's not OP. I did the sum wrong, though. So if health is less than or equal to max, what the? Oh, sorry, that's greater than. There we go. If health is less than max health or the same as max health. Okay, amazing. Healer, cool. Where's our? There he is. Okay, so his health is obviously a little over what it should be. And yeah, as you can see, we have health regen. A very low amount, but we have health regen. We want a low amount because there's going to be other stuff in the game. Heals, stuff like that. Healing shouldn't be OP. And we're going to adjust our enemies in future. For now, let's just make it a little more OP. This in passives, let's say health regen. Plus equals 1.5. Not a lot more, just smidge it. And let's change some stuff too. I'm sorry, I didn't know this video is going to be 50 years long. I haven't even checked. Let's click on a player. Let's make his armor stat 0 by default. I don't want him to have 1 by default. And let's give him some health regen by default, 0.1. Amazing. There we go. So now we have health regen. Everything works. Oh, here, play. Let's just go to the menu. Let's select gunner. Cool. He seems to be shooting faster. The passive works. That's definitely faster. Let's hit the ability. Yeah, that's not fair at all, but you know what? Who cares? Our game, fun, do what we want. Balance of future. As you can see, it's slowed down again. So yeah, it works. Everything still works. Now let's hit the tank. Surely now, right? Surely of all this, he has 65% damage reduction of his ability active. Yeah, no, he still gets absolutely shredded. But it works. It works. Everything works. That is literally all that matters. So yeah, that's it done. We did a lot today, but we have it. We have abilities, we have passives, we have everything. It all works. Next video, we're going to do a bit of a graphics overhaul, change some things up, and do some touch-ups. We're going to have it so if we hover our mouse over something in the menu, uh, like this, if I hover over like the rapid fire, it'll say what it does. Hover over fire up, it'll say what it does. Hover over Uzi, it'll say the stats of the gun. Yeah, we'll do that in the next episode, some other stuff. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and oh, sorry, I need to actually show off what we did. Okay, so today we finished our character select. In the menu, nothing looks different. But if we, and ignore the error, that was just from something else. If we go through, they're all here. If we select someone like the healer, see we have regen, all that stuff. Now, if we press play, we also implemented regen today. I forgot how weak we are. If we get hit by an enemy, you can see our health slowly comes back up. So we do have health regen. The enemies are pretty OP. We're going to change them in one of the future episodes. But we can hit the ability. It still works. But, oh, man, I wanted to show off. But if you'll see, if I get hit and I spam E, hit again, please. Okay. I'm spamming E right now, and it's not healing me again. That's because the ability has a cooldown. And the cooldown's 20 seconds, so I'll have to wait a really long time to show that it does work again. I'm just going to spam hit E till it comes back up. So we'll do a graphics overhaul next episode where we do a few things like actually show the abilities, the cooldown. Oh, okay, yeah, we got heal again. So we healed. Cool, it works. Now let me show you. We have the gunner works as well. So if we're shooting, cool. You can see the gunner has quite a bit higher fire rate now. That's because his passive gives him fire rate. Now if I hit E, you'll see we absolutely spray a laser of bullets. Yes, it's completely unbalanced. I love it. No, yeah, it's unbalanced. But yeah, we'll adjust things in future. Just to show you it doesn't... sorry, I already hit E. It doesn't have a long cooldown. I think it's like 10 seconds. But you can hear me spam E. It's not working. So we keep shooting. Cool. Amazing. Still fires. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Now let's head into our tank. I can't really show this off because the enemies are unbalanced. You can see that's how quickly we die to one enemy. Cool. Now let's restart with single enemy. Let me hit E for the ability. And yeah, as you can see, we take a lot less damage. But it doesn't matter because the enemies are unbalanced. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And in the next video, we'll do some touch-ups, as in give some indication of abilities and their cooldowns. And we'll also do a few fixes on bugs here and there, optimize some things. Yeah, the next 2 episodes will just be optimization, both just visually making the game look better and just, yeah, changing some things up. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.